about the trip down to Wichita, the Nebraska All-Star team, the number one seed in that tournament at 6:30. At 7 o'clock, our top 5 NFC Super Bowl contenders. My favorite team, not on my list. I'll tell you why at 7 o'clock. 7:30, we pick the winners of each quarterback battle going on in the NFL right now. And at 7:45, Rob and myself, and even Dan Campanen, win you some money live at Caddy Shack's Bar and Grill. We'll give you 3 winners each tonight. Rob, you and I are both big fight fans.
And we are snug as a bug in a rug right now in this.
We're cuddling out here at Caddy Shack Bar and Grill. Hey, shout out to our guy Chris Scott. Not only is
he got us going.
Amazing on traffic, but he can definitely get your system hooked up for you. Got us going.
One-man crew.
But lots of rumors and innuendo out there that the Terrence Crawford Errol Spence Jr. fight is all but set to be done.
Okay.
The dates are looking like either November 12th or November 19th. This has been brewing for about 5 years. If this deal doesn't get done by the end of November, are you out on this fight?
No. It's something that this is the fight game now. This is the fight game. You got guys.
You gotta give Rob Love a second. He's getting.
I apologize.
You gotta take care of the big guy.
The food delivered here right as I was answering there. But this is the fight game now. Apparently, Floyd Mayweather is giving guys a blueprint to have longevity.
Okay.
In the fight game, not only physically but financially as well. But the problem arises when you've run out of road to keep running.
Somebody once told me that Father Time is still undefeated. I think it's sports.
Oh yeah,
we have to make at least one cliche an hour, and there's our one.
Your Omaha area forecast from the Godfather's Pizza Weather Center and KETV Newswatch 7 on 1620 The Zone.
Sunny and warm into the evening with the temperatures in the 80s. Clear skies tonight, pretty comfortable again. We should drop back in the lower 60s for a low. Nice Wednesday morning, but then sunny and hotter in the afternoon, high in the low 90s. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Ranby from KETV Newswatch 7.
Cabinet Design Studios, the Metro's premier cabinet shop for your dream kitchen. Designers are on site to assist you with your complete kitchen remodel. Visit our showroom to select your cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures, and design your dream kitchen. Cabinet Design Studio is located at 146th and Industrial Road in Omaha. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information or call now to set up an appointment with a talented designer at 531-301-9550.
Psst, come here. I got a secret weapon that'll make your family happy. Real happy. It's my new caramel toffee cookie combo. My big chocolate chip cookie covered with caramel and toffee bits. Add any medium specialty pizza piled high with the best toppings and loads of mozzarella on top. Plus any medium one-topping pizza. Caramel toffee cookie combo. Order now. Godfather's Pizza. Do it.
Listen to 1620 The Zone anywhere, anytime. Online at 1620thezone.com and on the 1620 The Zone mobile app. You can hear all of your 6A to 6P favorites in the 1620 The Zone app. Powered by Woodhouse Auto Family.
Summer is here, and so is the heat. Our greenhouse and nursery sales area are always open and stocked all season long. You can relax knowing when you want it, we've got it. So visit us today. Lanahan Nurseries, 192nd and Center.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less. 25 PGA Tour cards, 1 champion, unlimited action. Don't miss this year's Pinnacle Bank Championship, presented by Aetna and part of the Korn Ferry Tour, August 8th through the 14th at the club at Indian Creek. Visit thepinnaclebankchampionship.com/tickets.
It hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, I never smoked a cigarette. How in the hell did I get lung cancer?
I don't smoke. I've never smoked. So I started Googling. One word just kept coming up, like it was in bold and red, and it was radon.
Radon is the number 2 cause of lung cancer.
Well, you don't know if it's in your home. You got to test. You can't see it. You can't taste it. You can't smell it.
What's your level? Radon Defense Midwest can help. Visit radonradio.com for a special offer. That's radonradio.com.
Summer is here, and if you have a gotta get it done this year project, trust the official exterior experts of the Huskers, J-Tech Construction. Call them for a free estimate on roofing, siding, windows, or even solar. They're close by with 3 locations in Nebraska, including Lincoln, Grand Island, and Omaha. Need financing? J-Tech offers 0% interest for 60 months. Call 402-261-3682 or go online to yourexteriorexperts.com. J-Tech Construction, Nebraska's exterior expert.
Has hail taken a toll out of your plants and flowers? Well, Janisix Florist and Greenhouse is having a hell of a sale. Come down to 49th and Charles, just north of Saddle Creek, and find out why cash spends better at Janisix for the best prices in town and the best quality plants that you aren't going to find at the hardware store. Janisix Florist and Greenhouse, Omaha's oldest greenhouse, serving the community since 1913. Come check out the hail sale today at Janisix Greenhouse.
It's football season. Do you really want to spend your weekend doing the honey-do list? Grab a seat on the couch and call Ace Handyman Services at 402-702-7274. Let Ace Handyman Services come out, patch that drywall, mount that TV, and fix the fence so you don't have to chase Fido down the street while your team's QB is diving for a touchdown. Ace Handyman Services, 402-702-7274. Now serving Omaha and Lincoln.
Hey everyone, Jimmy Allen.
And Rob Love here. We are now working banker hours.
That's right. The After Hours Lounge is now open from 6 to 8. Hey, just like that, we're back. Not only are we working banker hours, we're live out of Caddy Shack Park. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty out here, but we're back. We appreciate you guys dealing with us here. You were about to ask me a question.
Quick, yeah. Errol Spence being from Long Island, a bigger city, New York, obviously. Could there be some kind of stigma? Not only would you drop in the rankings, world rankings, is there a personal ego hit if you lose to someone from a smaller city than you, being Omaha, Nebraska?
I'm going to paraphrase here because there's a couple words that I'm not allowed to say.
Okay.
But he said he's not scared of any fighter from Nebraska.
I didn't even know he said that.
Change the word fighter out for an explicitive.
Yeah, I got you.
You probably figure it out. But isn't that his problem?
It ain't got nothing to do with Long Island, brother, or Omaha.
If you're not scared,
it's hard work.
What's the issue?
Get in the ring, Errol.
I mean, you're gonna get paid. You're gonna make 2 commas. Doesn't matter where or when it happens. The payday is coming.
Something told me that was going to be an issue.
Which part?
He claimed if it wasn't an issue, he wouldn't have said anything.
Exactly.
So
hey, here's another reason I can duck this guy.
How is all of Long Island going to look as far as the boxing and the fight game if he gets beat by somebody from Omaha, Nebraska?
It's a big win, and maybe that's got something to it. But I don't think that matters as much if you look at the pound for pound things, and he's at the top.
No.
Doesn't matter where he's from.
No. That doesn't. And that's why I say it's 2 separate hits. Is this a legacy fight?
It is for the winner.
Okay.
And I mean that with respect to both guys.
Yes, you do. Yes.
Because if you lose this fight, you're Daniel Cormier. You're great, but you could never beat.
You're smoking Joe Frazier.
You could beat the best of the best, but the man. You're really good,
right?
But you were always second best, and that's the discussion that's going to happen if they only have one fight.
Bridesmaid, never a bride.
And at this time, that's exactly what this looks like. It's going to be is a 1-fight deal.
Okay.
I'm Jimmy Allen. That's Rob Love. We're live out at Caddy Shack Bar Grill on 181st and Harrison. There are a few limited tables available. If you're coming out, come out, grab a drink, grab dinner with us tonight. That segment was brought to you by our friends at Caddy Shack. Check it out, SoundCloud.com/after-hours1620. Don't forget, every night that we are on Wednesday nights, it is a Wing Wednesday. Follow us on Twitter at after-hours1620. We're going to win you free beer and wings every Wednesday night we're on. We'll be right back. ESPN has cut ties with the Big Ten for now. We're going to discuss the ramifications and what it all means. We come back here on 1620 The Zone.
Cabinet Design Studios, the Metro's premier cabinet shop for your dream kitchen. Designers are on site to assist you with your complete kitchen remodel. Visit our showroom to select your cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures, and design your dream kitchen. Cabinet Design Studio is located at 146th and Industrial Road in Omaha. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information or call now to set up an appointment with a talented designer at 531-301-9550.
Hey everyone, Josh Peterson here for my friends at Miracle Hill Golf and Tennis. If you have played golf this summer and you haven't been that happy with your game, Mike Faber, their director.
Hey everyone, Rob Love here for our friends at Strike Zone Omaha. It's hot outside today, but fall is just around the corner. And so is fall ball at the Strike Zone. They have divisions for all ages and comes with elite level training from the Strike Zone. Register as an individual, as a partial, or a full team today at 402-398-1238 or check out more details at StrikeZoneOmaha.com today.
Hey everyone, Josh Peterson here for my friends at Miracle Hill Golf and Tennis. If you have played golf this summer and you haven't been that happy with your game, Mike Faber, their director of instruction, he can help you out. Give Miracle Hill Golf a call today at 402-498-0220. Book lessons or book a round of golf, whether it's a quick 9 after work, a full 18 on the weekend, the Top Tracer building, you can get your golf game right. 402-498-0220, Miracle Hill Golf and Tennis.
What's better than smoked meats? Smoked meats and sweet treats. Get the 402 barbecue truck to come to your event or stop by 402 Barbecue's drive-thru at 84th and Spring today. Try Rob and Jimmy's favorite. It's the Cadillac. It's brisket and pork topped off with their world-famous smoked mac and cheese. Choose between one of their 6 handmade sauces to pair up with your favorite sandwich. Mention After Hours and the 402 Barbecue team will throw in a free soda with purchase.
When you're a kid and it feels like no one is in your corner, it's a pretty tough place to be. And let's not forget the spikes in depression and anxiety from the pandemic. That's where Teammates can help. When kids have mentors through Teammates, they're more likely to feel engaged in school and more hopeful for the future. Just by simply being there, mentors can make students feel confident in their own skin, even when everything else seems to go wrong. Become a mentor and be there for a student by going to teammates.org. A message from JTech Construction, proud supporter of Teammates Mentoring.
We all have that family member who doesn't check the weather and their car gets dinged up by hail. Or they turn left on Dodge and bam, their car's in the shop. Well, stop over at 20th and Broadway next to Tobacco Hut in Council Bluffs at Jeff's Body Shop and mention you heard about them on After Hours. They'll take $100 off your visit, help meet your deductible, and get you back on the road tonight. Jeff's Body Shop, 20th and Broadway in Council Bluffs. Call to set up an appointment at 712-256-0552.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
1180 The Zone is your home for Omaha Storm Chasers baseball. The Storm Chasers are in action at Werner Park and beyond with an exciting team filled with future Major League stars. Join Jake Eisenberg for every pitch, every hit, and every out. Tune in and stir up the storm all season long on 1180 The Zone.
Tune in to 1180 The Zone all season for your Omaha Storm Chasers baseball as they take on International League. It's Storm Chasers baseball on 1180 The Zone.
Football season is right around the corner, and with 2 convenient locations, you're not going to find a better spot to catch the game than Caddy Shack. Stop by our location on 117th in Blondo or 180th in Harrison for all the college and pro football action you can handle. Tuesdays are all-day happy hour, and you can get $1 off everything. Wednesdays are 16-ounce draws for just $1.50, and Sundays we have $5 bomb shots all day long. So come out and catch your favorite team at Caddy Shack.
You're listening to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
Yeah. 6:23 on a Tuesday night inside the After Hours Lounge. We're live at Caddy Shack's Bar and Grill. Stop out, come hang out with Rob Love, myself, and Chris Scott. We are having a great night out here, 181st and Harrison. This hour is brought to you by Cabinet Design Studios. Their talented designers will bring your dream kitchen to life. Cabinet Design Studios provides a complete design from flooring to ceiling, including countertops, cabinets, tile, plumbing, even light fixtures. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information or call to set up an appointment with the designer at 531-301-9550. The lines have been drawn in the sand in college football and really in college athletics across the board. A 44-year relationship between ESPN and the Big Ten has been cut today. It's going to happen 2 years from now. The ESPN has withdrawn their bid to have the rights to college football and college basketball in the Big Ten. And that second part's very important. I'm going to get into why in a minute. But ESPN said no to the Big Ten's final offer. 7 years, $380 million per year. That's $2.66 billion with a B for people counting at home with a calculator. And this is for the Tier 2 rights. This isn't even for the number 1 game. The number 1 game is now going to belong to Fox. Obviously, that being Big Noon kickoff right now. We'll see how this gets restructured. But CBS is going to pay $350 million a year. So get used to seeing Nebraska on CBS because right now it's looking like that's the slot they're going to be in. This is the way the setup is going to draw out. It's looking like 11 a.m. on Fox or Big Noon kickoff on the East Coast. Yep. 2:30 for CBS games. And then the primetime game of the week will be on NBC at 8:30. Why is that important? Because the biggest domino waiting to fall in college athletics has a deal with NBC right now. And I don't think this deal happens unless Notre Dame is already in the boat.
A little foresight.
And I don't think this information comes out without people knowing where Notre Dame is. I think we see Notre Dame announced in the Big Ten as late as Friday morning.
I think you have insider trading news there. That's a good point. What better way to get Notre Dame on board than to just say, okay, well, we're just going to bring our entire conference over and, you can compete with us or you can join us on the same network.
The interesting part about this is right now ESPN basically has the total control over the college football playoff.
Yes.
And I mean, it's not like the SEC hasn't gotten 2 teams in on a regular basis, and I think that's well deserved. But at this point, it's kind of like NBC, CBS, and Fox saying, okay, well, if you want complete control, we're going to take away half the talent pool. And until you give us a share of the pie, until you give us the opportunity to have a seat at the table, you can have the SEC. We'll take everybody else. And it's going to be interesting to see what the Big 12 ends up doing in all of this. Obviously, they've got a relationship with Fox already. Does that continue? But right now, if you're looking at the names in college football that are on the side of NBC and CBS, it kind of feels like you're going to get everybody but the SEC on those 3 networks. And if you're a programming director at the House of Mouse right now, you got your hands full. Because what do you do in college game day now? Does it turn into the SEC pregame show? Because that's basically what you're looking at.
Yeah. I'm not real sure. Just the decision making from ABC/ESPN maybe over the last 7 years when all the talent started to vacate from
when
there.
They paid all this money for the SEC and all their talent jumped ship.
Yeah. I don't think this is a great business decision. You're putting all your eggs in, like you said, in one basket, being the SEC and the college football playoff, which are kind of hand in hand, if you will, right now.
Yeah.
But what is the guarantee when Nick Saban is no longer at Alabama? You know, when Alabama is no longer the draw for the SEC, what if the SEC goes back to a slight bit of mediocrity?
Got a volunteer fit. Hey, I'll take the over on Tennessee this year.
There you go.
Sir.
There's going to be a power vacuum. Is that going to be filled by a ratings monster like an Alabama?
Nick Saban might be 70, but I don't think Kirby Smart's going anywhere anytime soon. So the SEC might be locked up. And listen, Lane Kiffin's still young.
But is Georgia
There's a lot of talent down there still in the coaching ranks in the SEC.
Is Georgia a sure thing every season?
They've been pretty consistent. Maybe not a national championship level consistent, but they've been pretty consistent. 10+ win team consistently.
Yeah.
Hey, we're live out of Caddy Shack Bar Grill. It is the After Hours Lounge. If that was the Who Wants to Smoke segment, if you missed it, check it out SoundCloud.com/After Hours 1620. It's brought to you by 402 Barbecue. Stop by 3027 South 84th Street Monday through Saturday from 11 to 6. Try mine and Rob's personal favorite. It's the Cadillac sandwich. It's brisket. It's pork. It's topped off with their world-famous smoked mac and cheese. Make sure you mention that 402 Barbecue. You heard about them on After Hours. They're going to throw in a free soda with the purchase and the mention of our show. That's 402 Barbecue, 3027 South 84th Street. Stop by tomorrow and grab lunch. It's a three-peat for the Filth Ballers in the Corn Belt League. Their head coach, Johnson Hobbs, joins us next here on After Hours. Hey, everyone, Jimmy Allen here for Ace Handyman Services. You've been listening for a while. You know, I just bought a house, and I got to thank Turner and the guys out at Ace. They came by. They hung my 200-inch projection screen in my basement. They got my whole home theater set up for me. They hung two TVs, remounted a mantle on my brick wall, all of that and more. Make sure you call 402-702-7274 today. Tell Sherry and the crew that After Hours sent you and have them do the honey-do list today.
At Iowa Western, your passion can quickly become your career. With more than 80 programs of study, we can put you on the right path to a rewarding career in just 2 years or less. Our caring admissions advisors and expert faculty are accessible and ready to help you find yourself and your career. Come explore your interests, your passion. Now is the time to be you at IW. Call 325-3277 today or log on at iwcc.edu.
When it comes to cement fiber siding, you want durability, hail and chip resistance, and beauty. You want James Hardy cement fiber siding. Carp's Complete Home Exteriors is an elite preferred James Hardy contractor. Call Carp's today or visit carpsomaha.com.
Cards issued by Celtic Bank, member FDIC. Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's credit cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.3% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/sports. Ramp.com/sports. ramp.com/sports.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less.
No one in Omaha can install a better roof at a better price with a better warranty than Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Let our local family serve your family. Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Call today or visit us online at shamrockroofer.com.
Did you forget your wife's birthday? Did this commercial remind you that it's tomorrow? No problem. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse has you covered. Head over to omaha-florist.com and use promo code 1620. Not only will Janisek Florist and Greenhouse make sure your order is there and make the missus believe you never forgot, but you can also use that promo code on your next order. Anniversaries, birthdays, Janisek has you covered. Janisek Florist and Greenhouse, mailing out men since 1913.
1620 The Zone. Live and local, broadcasting 6A to 6P in the Host Coffee Zone studio. Host Coffee, offering office break room refreshment services to Omaha and Lincoln metro area businesses. Discover a better break room solution for your office at sales@hostcoffee.net.
It's football season. Do you really want to spend your weekend doing the honey-do list? Grab a seat on the couch and call Ace Handyman Services at 402-702-7274. Let Ace Handyman Services come out, patch that drywall, mount that TV, and fix the fence so you don't have to chase Fido down the street while your team's QB is diving for a touchdown. Ace Handyman Services, 402-702-7274. Now serving Omaha and Lincoln.
We all have that family member who doesn't check the weather and their car gets dinged up by hail. Or they turn left on Dodge and bam, their car's in the shop. Well, stop over at 20th and Broadway next to Tobacco Hut in Council Bluffs at Jeff's Body Shop and mentioned you heard about them on After Hours. They'll take $100 off your visit, help meet your deductible, and get you back on the road tonight. Jeff's Body Shop, 20th and Broadway in Council Bluffs. Call to set up an appointment at 712-256-0552.
Now back to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
Welcome back inside the After Hours Lounge on a Tuesday edition of our show. This hour is brought to you by Cabinet Design Studios. Their talented designers will bring your dream kitchen to life. Cabinet Design Studios provides a complete design from flooring to ceiling, including countertops, cabinets, tile, plumbing, and light fixtures. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information or call to set up an appointment with the designer tonight at 531-301-9550. Make sure you tell them After Hours sent you. It's 3 in a row. Call it the three-peat. The Filth Ballers win another Corn Belt Championship. The head coach, Johnson Hobbs, joins us here on After Hours. Coach, thanks for being with us here tonight. Thank you for making another trip from North Carolina. Third in a row. What makes this year special?
The group of guys. This year, the group of guys were just phenomenal. We were deeper than we have been before. We've always had some standouts. We lost the 3 top hitters last year in the league. It's hard to replace just one of those guys, let alone 3. So we went with contact this year and went deep in every position, and it paid off for us down the long run because, you got 30 games to play and not many more days than that. So this year is just guys, how deep they were and how much heart they had.
Speaking of the guys, you took the all-star team down to Wichita to play in the Summer Baseball Showdown. You guys went 3-1. You had a 16-0 blowout over McPherson, and then a 14-6 win over the Midwest Moves. Who were some of those players that got things going early for you and that helped you have success down in Wichita?
That tournament was a crazy tournament. I want to start with saying I think it's probably harder to win games like that on your body because we're doing a lot of running. Yeah, I mean, you can have a 7-inning game when you run rule someone, but you've rounded the bases 16 times. A 2-1 game in 9 is a little bit easier on the body. So I think we just by the 4th day got worn out. We had a couple of standouts. I mean, Brendan Anderson, who has just been killing the ball all year long. Jackson Horn, who just plays phenomenally at shortstop. He's just like cat-like reflexes. It's pretty funny. Mitch Pomeroy, who just always seems to hit. Doesn't matter where the ball is or where they pitch it. He just always seems to put it where they're not. I think the team batting average for that tournament was 411 as a team, and the OPS for the team.
That's Hall of Fame numbers.
But yeah, I mean that's first ballot Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
And the OPS for the team was like 1.074. But we just made 2 errors. We played 3 flawless days, and the odds are against you doing that 4 days in a row, and 4 of those 102-degree days, man, just wore us out.
I was going to ask, did you guys have any cloud cover at all down there? Was it pretty relevant to what was going on up here?
It was scorching hot, and it's on turf. So I feel really bad for the catchers because they're close. Yeah, and the catchers get it worse than anybody because they're closer to the ground.
You got to the single elimination portion in the weekend. You guys ended up drawing the number 1 overall seed because of your performance in those first couple of games. You guys got to the first round. You took on the Wichita Black Sox, and something about you playing teams called the Black Sox, you just somehow come out on top. But
don't think that didn't come up by some of the players on the team.
Sonny, I hope you're listening. Who helped in this tournament from a pitcher standpoint? You talked about some of the guys that were able to deliver with the bats. Who brought the heat from the bullpen and from a starting perspective?
Everybody we put up there did a really good job. I think we set the tone with Aaron Madden. came out, one of Sonny's pitchers from the Black Sox, and he'd been struggling at the end of the season. We had a couple bullpens before we made it down to Wichita, and he made some adjustments, and man, he was lights out for 5 innings, and that set the tone because we didn't have to go to the bullpen. And excuse me, when you do that,
That makes life a little easier.
yeah, and we're short on starting pitchers. It's the end of the year. A lot of guys left. The guys that we were hoping we could count on couldn't be there. Everybody that was there was qualified to be there, but it would have been nice to have a few more arms. So Madden stood out the first game. The second game I think was a 7-inning game. First game is 15 after 5, so we won that one.
Yeah.
And everybody was hating on Omaha because they thought we're trying to run up the score. But the umpires, the other coach, manager sent word via the umpire, if you score 20, we're dropping dead. And then the umpire said, let's hurry up and get this thing. So can you get 15? So we stole a base to get the second with 15. Everybody's booing us, thinking we're running up the score, but they don't realize we're accommodating these people.
We're trying to get at her. Guys, it's 102 degrees.
It's 102 degrees, and I'm hungry. Yeah.
Johnson Hobbs, the head coach of the Filth Ballers from the Corn Belt League, join us here on After Hours at it. Caddyshack Bar Grill, 181st and Harrison.
Second round in the tournament, we ran up against a buzzsaw, Great Bend Batcats. Came up a little short. What did you learn about this team and maybe a few individuals when under stress on this team in that moment?
What I told the team afterwards would address that. You can always learn and develop and get better, even if you don't win. So there are things there's nothing wrong with failure. It teaches you there's something wrong with your doing. So, take the good and the bad from this summer and take it into your school years, and hopefully improve and fight for spots in college. And we see you next year. There's not any one particular person or anything that I usually talk to. I talk to the team as a whole. Yeah. I may be directing it at one person, but I never call them out. I talk to the team as a whole. And that game, it was 7-2. All of a sudden it's 7-5, and I'm like, here we go again.
Right.
And then we lose a ball in the sun. Probably burned up there.
Yeah. It never even came down.
No, we're still looking for it. And then we had outfielders collide on a 2 outs, bases loaded fly ball, and that cleared the bases, and that was the game for us.
Yeah.
In a situation like this, so if for those of you that are listening for the first time don't know what the Corn Belt League is, it's a developmental college baseball league. This tournament in Wichita is looming at the end of the season. How much? Obviously, you only have so much communication with other teams, but how many conversations do you have with your guys of, hey, we know you're going to have time to get back. We need you. How likely is it that you're going to be here come that first week of August? How many conversations like that happen?
After about the second week, I start looking at that. Once Joe makes the commitment that I'm coaching the team, I've been evaluating every team, every game. I mean, I'm at the park whether we're playing or not. I probably spent, I was thinking the other day, in the past couple of weeks, probably 55, 65 hours trying to put this team together with Joe and getting things done and trying to represent the league the best we can. Right. The advantage to doing it the way we do is we can hit top to bottom because we have everybody's best hitters.
Sure.
Unfortunately, pitchers get tired. Hitters don't usually get tired. Right, so you can take a bunch of sticks down there. You can do what we do. Right. But, if you don't have the depth in pitching, then, you're going to have some issues, particularly in the heat. But those guys did everything I asked them to do. I couldn't have had a better group.
Was there anybody who, say, from day one of the Corn Belt League through the Wichita tournament that you saw just a massive gain of improvement that you'd like to bring a little attention
other than yourself?
There's always room for improvement in my coaching. For the regular season, and this is going to sound very filth baller heavy, Tyler Olbrich was one of my backup catchers who probably improved overall the most out of anybody. He didn't, unfortunately, he didn't see any time at Wayne State catching or hitting, and he made the adjustments he needed to make. And
what's wrong with your alma mater there, Rob?
Hey.
I tell you what, if he doesn't start getting time soon, they're not very bright because the kid's improving. And if you spend some time with him, he listens, a good kid. Brendan Anderson lit the league up. I mean, I think the guy finished the season hitting over 400. Nice. He had something like 45 RBIs. Nice. His OPS is 1.3 something. I mean, there wasn't a game he didn't get a hit. And he's been working with me privately for 4 years hitting. And last year he was out with his shoulder surgery. It only made him better. I think they fixed something in there.
Okay.
So,
the $1 million question. Are you back for year 4?
I knew that was coming. I sat down and talked to Joe a little bit today about, some things that I think that will have to fall in place for me personally.
Sure.
To be here. I'm still a little, it's really weird. It's like as soon as that season was over and the tournament championship was over, and then I went right to Wichita, I'd never had a chance to decompress. So for the past day or two, all of a sudden, there are things hurting on my body that didn't hurt all summer long. Because I'm not moving around and I'm not distracted.
Right.
I love Omaha. I love the league. I like what Joe's doing. Everything right now points to there's no reason for me not to. Unless the Yankees call or something like that, and then he'll.
Brian Cashman,
You listening?
Yeah,
Aaron Boone, if you need a hitting coach, we got one.
I'll do it for a cheap, just $1 million.
Yeah,
that's all.
Make sure it's 2 commas. We're good.
Yeah.
Coach, we appreciate you. Obviously, we appreciate you making the journey. I'm sure I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks for all you do for Omaha and baseball, and thanks for all you do for the Corn Belt League. Johnson Hobbs, the head coach of the Omaha Filth-Ballers, the head coach of the Omaha Corn Belt League All-Star team as well. If you missed that segment, check it out at SoundCloud.com/afterhours1620. It's brought to you by Pyramid Roofing. If winter hail is already taking a toll on your roof this year, let the #1 roofer in Omaha 11 straight years come out and take care of your roofing, siding, or gutter project. Give Pyramid Roofing a call at 402-502-9300 or check out pyramidroof.com to book a free estimate today. Dan Campen is going to tell us what's trending on social media. We come back here on 1620 The Zone.
Hey everyone, Rob Love here for Genesec Florist and Greenhouse. Are you in the doghouse right now with a lady in your life? Want to get out and save some money while doing it? Head over to omaha-florist.com. Let Genesec Florist and Greenhouse bail you out today. Use our promo code 1620 and save $20 off your order. Keep the missus happy. Don't forget omaha-florist.com. Promo code 1620. Use it today. Use it early. Use it often for your anniversary, her birthday, your dog's birthday, whatever.
The Salvation Army Summer Fan Program is happening now. Summer's here and temperatures are on the rise. If you or someone you know could use a boxed fan to help keep cool this season, we can assist. Just call 402-898-7700. That's 402-898-7700. Certain restrictions apply. For more information on the Summer Fan Program, log on to salarmyomaha.org or, again, call that number, 402-898-7700. The Salvation Army, doing the most good right here in the Metro.
Cards issued by Celtic Bank, member FDIC. Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's credit cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.3% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/sports. Ramp.com/sports. ramp.com/sports.
You can join us every week for the Sharp and Betting podcast. It's Sharp and Betting. We got a podcast driven by our good friends at Woodhouse Auto Family.
Yeah, the cool thing about it is we'll get more in depth on a lot of your favorite topics, have a guest or two, and just might drop some nuggets of information that you've never heard before.
Wherever you get your podcasts, just look for Sharp and Betting. We got a podcast driven by Woodhouse Auto Family each Friday. You can find it on the Sharp and Betting show page on 1620thezone.com. At Sharp and Betting, we got a podcast.
Watching a ball game at Oscar's Pizza and Sports Grill is just, well, pretty awesome, actually. And it doesn't matter if you prefer the college dink or the big league crack of the bat. There's nothing better than watching a game with a cold, frosty one, Oscar's Pizza, or award-winning char-buffed wings with Oscar's Thai chili bourbon wing sauce. And with daily lunch and dinner specials, it's really a no-brainer. So get ready to watch your favorite team play ball at Oscar's Pizza and Sports Grill, 173rd and West Center Road, and takeout at 162nd and Maple.
Hey, you got any gum?
Yeah, check my backpack.
What's this?
Oh, that's naloxone. It can reverse an opioid overdose. I decided to always keep it on me after my friend almost died. It saved his life.
I'm so sorry. That makes me want to have it with me too.
You totally should. Check the pharmacy. It was actually really easy to get and it's easy to use.
I definitely will. Thanks.
Paid for by the CDC. Sponsored by Nebraska DHHS. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
It's football season. Do you really want to spend your weekend doing the honey-do list? Grab a seat on the couch and call Ace Handyman Services at 402-702-7274. Let Ace Handyman Services come out, patch that drywall, mount that TV, and fix the fence so you don't have to chase Fido down the street while your team's QB is diving for a touchdown. Ace Handyman Services, 402-702-7274. Now serving Omaha and Lincoln.
No better time than now to focus on your garden or landscape. Come shop Lanahaw's Garden Center, filled with the area's best quality plants, flowers, and trees. Rooted in quality, unmatched value. Lanahaw Nurseries, 192nd and Center.
NRG Media Omaha has an opening for a rock star promotions director, someone who's big in the details but can see the big picture, someone who can lead their team but isn't afraid of rolling up their sleeves to get the job done. If you love planning events, if you're creative, good with social media, websites, and graphics, if you can work in a fast-paced environment and manage multiple projects at the same time while still having fun, then hit us back at nrgmedia.com/careers. NRG Media is an equal opportunity employer.
Summer is here, and if you have a gotta get it done this year project, trust the official exterior experts of the Huskers, J-Tech Construction. Call them for a free estimate on roofing, siding, windows, or even solar. They're close by with 3 locations in Nebraska, including Lincoln, Grand Island, and Omaha. Need financing? J-Tech offers 0% interest for 60 months. Call 402-261-3682 or go online to yourexteriorexperts.com. J-Tech Construction, Nebraska's exterior expert.
Shop Woodhouse Place Hyundai and Nissan, 144th and Giles. KOZN, Bellevue, Omaha, Council Bluffs.
Grown ups, in between, churning babies. Right about now,
6:49 on
boy,
Tuesday night.
back again.
After Hours is live from Caddy Shack Bar and Grill at 181st and Harrison. Thank you very much to everybody that is in attendance tonight. There are still seats available if you want to come hang out with Rob and I and Chris for the last hour. This hour is brought to you by Cabinet Design Studios. Cabinet Design Studios will bring your dream kitchen to life. They have a complete design from flooring to ceiling, including countertops, cabinets, tile, plumbing, even light fixtures. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information or call us up an appointment tonight at 531-301-9550. Dan Campion, we haven't talked to you much tonight. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing great. Not stressed at all.
Hey, I think our guy Chris Scott's taking a little bit of the heat off you. I think you're doing a fantastic job, which you don't normally do. So I appreciate it tonight.
You know what, Chris is kicking some butt right now, and I got to give it up to him because he's been in constant contact with me, making sure everything is moving smooth.
Chris claims he's not an AM guy. Killing it tonight. Hey, it's that point of the night where you tell us what's trending on social media. What do you got for us, Dano?
Well, as you guys may have seen, and especially our friend over there, Rob Love, has definitely seen, Justin Fields has been in the news quite a bit recently. For both positive and negative things.
Yes.
This was actually a tweet earlier today from Chris Maltby. Not really
Chris
too
Scott.
sure. Not Chris Scott. But he is the founder of Bear Down, which is obviously just like this production, an independent kind of Bears podcast that he does. But
done correctly.
Yes. Lovely, nasty stop and go move from Justin Fields today in red zone drills. Goes left, comes back right, makes it look good with the touchdown.
This might be the only completion he's thrown all preseason.
And you know what? Didn't even
Everything
toss
I've
the
seen
ball.
on Twitter. Everything I've seen on Twitter. He had 2 guys wide open in the end zone yesterday and missed both of them. And not even by a little bit. I'm talking by probably 5 yards in either direction.
And that's why I was going to stick with the positive part of Justin Fields tonight, Jimmy.
Justin Fields, the MVP of the 2000.
My NFC North brethren. I appreciate it.
So see, this is what Dan's doing. He's trying to make the Bears look good. So when Rodgers and crew show up at Soldier Field and beat him by 40, he could be like, "Well, you remember when Justin Fields was killing it in the preseason?"
Oh, yeah, we'll wear it. That's all right. You know, I will say he's got. I mean, everybody knows he's got a long way to go.
It's not him though. That offensive line.
The offensive line is
horrid.
porous.
and that's being nice.
I'm more concerned about Roquan Smith requesting a trade.
And their top 3 wide receivers possibly being out for the season.
Yeah.
Not only is Justin Fields running for his life, now he doesn't have anybody with a
no
heartbeat
one to throw the
throw
ball to. You got an agent?
Not my ankles. I think I'm out for the season already. And if I stand up at this table,
You're in the 5-yard post.
can he get it to me? I'll be a diva for a week. Justin, I was open, man. Come on, you gotta give me the ball.
Nah, I'm already preparing myself mentally for some heartache.
At what point do you pull this out of a rebuild? Like, basically, you've been rebuilding as a franchise, and I'm not taking shots at you here, but
no,
the Chicago Bears have basically been rebuilding since Rex Grossman left.
Even though it's easy to do when it comes to the Bears.
Big low-hanging fruit guy.
I'm going to throw something out there because while I like Justin Fields, is he more valuable as a trade commodity right now for us?
No.
You don't think so?
There's no market for him. He hasn't done enough. I understand that he was a first-round pick. You at best, you're getting a 6th round at this point. Right now, for what he is right now, there's no market value for him.
Third rounder would be stretching it.
Somebody's overpaying. You might as well pick up Jimmy Garoppolo's tab.
I'd love it. Bring it. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know if you want him behind that line. You need somebody that can run a little bit. And Jimmy does a lot of things well. Running is not one of them.
I don't know about the front office in Chicago. I know we got new leadership, new blood in there. Maybe it's going to take a year or two for that to pan out.
Maybe Matt Nagy wasn't the problem.
30% of the problem.
Sure wasn't the answer, but maybe it was
30%. I give him 30% of that blame.
We're wrapping up the first hour of the After Hours Lounge. If you missed any of it, check it out, SoundCloud.com/After Hours 1620. As always, the social media soundbite was brought to you by Pixel Fire Marketing. If your business needs website design, a logo made up for, if you need your brand engaged online and on social media, check out pixelfiremarketing.com for more information. Make sure you tell Dan Desivey and the team that After Hours sent you over there. We're going to give you our top 5 NFC contenders. We're going to put a little bit of money in your pocket while we do it here on 1620 The Zone. We come back. Hey, everyone, Jimmy Allen here for Jeff's Body Shop. We all have that family member that doesn't know how to drive. They turn on left on Dodge Street when they're not supposed to, and bam, they probably hit somebody else, and it's their fault. But if they've done that and they're having a problem making their deductible, head over to our guys at Jeff's. They're going to take $100 off your visit for telling them After Hours sent you, and they're going to help you make that deductible. Get back out on the road tonight. It's Jeff's Body Shop, 15 South 20th Street, just off 20th and Broadway over in Council Bluffs. Tell them After Hours sent you.
Your Omaha area forecast from the Godfather's Pizza Weather Center and KETV News Watch 7 on 1620 The Zone.
Sunny and warm into the evening with the temperatures in the 80s. Clear skies tonight, pretty comfortable again. We should drop back in the lower 60s for a low. Nice Wednesday morning, but then sunny and hotter in the afternoon, high in the low 90s. I am Chief Meteorologist Bill Ranby from KETV News Watch 7.
Sure, it's hot outside now, but fall is just around the corner. So is fall ball at the Strike Zone. Players of all ages are signing up for elite-level training right now, so don't miss the chance for the player in your life to get some extra work on the diamond this fall. You can sign up an individual player or partial or full teams right now at 402-398-1238, or check out StrikeZoneOmaha.com to find out why, if you train at the Strike Zone, you can compete anywhere.
Cards issued by Celtic Bank, member FDIC. Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's credit cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.3% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/sports. Ramp.com/sports. ramp.com/sports.
At Iowa Western, your passion can quickly become your career. With more than 80 programs of study, we can put you on the right path to a rewarding career in just 2 years or less. Our caring admissions advisors and expert faculty are accessible and ready to help you find yourself and your career. Come explore your interests, your passion. Now is the time to be you at IW. Call 325-3277 today or log on at iwcc.edu.
Before you know it, Husker football season is going to be here, and you want to be in Memorial Stadium or following the Big Red on the road. And while you look for tickets, look no further than ticketsforless.com. Formerly Ticket Express, they are your home for the best selection of Husker tickets inside of Memorial Stadium. And the best part, you'll never pay those outrageous fees like you do at other sites. Just compare. And you want to follow the Big Red on the road? Tickets for Less has you covered there, too. Find the best seats at the best prices to all your favorite Nebraska events, all in one convenient location. Ticketsforless.com. That's ticketsforless.com. Get in the stadium.
We all have that family member who doesn't check the weather and their car gets dinged up by hail. Or they turn left on Dodge and bam, their car's in the shop. Well, stop over at 20th and Broadway next to Tobacco Hut in Council Bluffs at Jeff's Body Shop and mention that you heard about them on After Hours. They'll take $100 off your visit, help meet your deductible, and get you back on the road tonight. Jeff's Body Shop, 20th and Broadway in Council Bluffs. Call to set up an appointment at 712-256-0552.
When you're a kid and it feels like no one is in your corner, it's a pretty tough place to be. And let's not forget the spikes in depression and anxiety from the pandemic. That's where Teammates can help. When kids have mentors through Teammates, they're more likely to feel engaged in school and more hopeful for the future. Just by simply being there, mentors can make students feel confident in their own skin, even when everything else seems to go wrong. Become a mentor and be there for a student by going to teammates.org. A message from JTech Construction, proud supporter of Teammates Mentoring.
Could your company use a fresh new marketing plan for the second half of 2022? Pixel Fire Marketing has your back. From a redesigned logo to a new website to targeting your ideal clients through audience targeting or social media marketing, Pixel Fire Marketing is your online marketing partner. If you're ready to put your best marketing foot forward, visit pixelfiremarketing.com today to take the next step. That's pixelfiremarketing.com.
You are listening to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
Thanks, man. I'm trying to get myself together here. It is the top of the second hour here inside the After Hours Lounge. You can join us live on Twitter right now. Dan, I'm hopping back in the StreamYard. I keep dropping my internet connection. I apologize. Can you resend me the link, sir, so that people can see mine and Rob's beautiful faces?
You betcha. It's on its way.
Beautiful.
This hour is brought to you by Iowa Western Community College. Registration for fall classes has not been cut off yet. If you're thinking about what to do with your future, you have till Monday to register to be a Reaver for fall classes. Head over to iwcc.edu and register today. It is the top of the second hour, so it is top five time. We're breaking down our top five NFC contenders, and as the betting degenerates we are, we rank them probably by the most money you could possibly make on
Value,
teams
baby.
with the legit shot at making a Super Bowl. I really like my number one to legitimately make it despite their odds, and it's five figures. So we're going to talk about it. Rob, go. Dan, did you do a list tonight?
Yes, I did.
Go ahead and give us your number five, and then tell us where the Packers rank eventually.
Oh, you're not going to get that one out of me so easily, sir.
I was hoping they were.
That one's going to cost you.
Number 5 is the Philadelphia Eagles.
Were you surprised with where they sat as far as the betting odds? Because they were ranked ahead of a couple teams. And listen, I'm a big Jordan Davis guy, but I don't know if he's going to make that much of a difference on this team right away.
I mean, I think Vegas went a little bit overboard on that part of it because I think everyone saw that clip of Jordan Davis, bullying that lineman, and everyone was like, "Oh, time to up their standings." Give them a little bit better line. But yeah, I mean, I think Philadelphia probably has a chance this year. I will admit the entire NFC is kind of a dumpster fire. It seems like all the talent in the NFC this year just kind of up and left and went to the AFC.
And everybody's getting old on top of that.
Yeah,
true
NFC's
that.
Very old this season. Rob, who do you got number 4?
I also have the Philadelphia Eagles. The plus 1,400 just is too much for me to pass up.
they have lower odds than 2 divisional winners.
Yeah.
My number 5 is the second betting favorite right now in the defending Super Bowl champions, the LA Rams. And I have a lot of question marks right now. Listen, Sean McVay didn't make any bones about it. Just signed an extension. Breaking news, by the way. Sean McVay just got an extension with the LA Rams. He's going to be in LA for a while. But he made no bones about it that Matthew Stafford's having some issues with that elbow right now. Obviously, you don't know if OBJ is coming back. Aaron Donald is great, but it's another year with wear and tear on that body. I'm not so sold that the LA Rams might not finish third in the West next year.
Is hungry.
That too. We've seen how incredibly difficult it is to repeat as champion. Dan, who do you got number 4?
Yeah, number 4. Yep.
Number 4, we're walking right to the other side of the division. Dallas Cowboys. You know what, Rob? I hear the laughs and I feel the laughs, but cross my fingers, cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye. I hope Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott can just put together at least somewhat of a decent offense this year.
And let's be honest, they're due.
They don't listen to Mike McCarthy.
They might win a Super Bowl when Sean McVay is their head coach next.
8-9.
What do you got at 4? I'm assuming not the Dallas Cowboys.
Green Bay Packers. There you go, Dan.
That's
400 or 500.
They're pretty good at quarterback.
They rule the NFC North.
Yeah.
So they're going to guarantee the playoffs.
But I'm excited to see the first 3rd and 12 without Devontae Adams. I want to see what that looks like. I don't assume there's going to be much of an issue, but I'm intrigued by it. My number 4 is not the defending Super Bowl champions. The defending Super Bowl champions once removed in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The odds, they're the odds-on favorite right now to win it all. Brady comes back for another year, and I don't think he does that unless he thinks they have a legit shot at winning a Super Bowl. Todd Bowles takes over that job for Bruce Arians. You still have Byron Leftwich calling the plays down there. Who replaces the productivity you got out of Antonio Brown? These wide receivers are another year in the rigmarole of the NFL season. Does Rob Gronkowski come back in Week 8 if it's, hey, we're first in the division, but we got a tough schedule coming up? Probably use a little more help, Gronk. Yeah, I'll see you on Monday at practice, Tom. It's going to happen. Gronk comes back in Week 8 if Tom Brady stays healthy. What do you got for number 3, Dan?
Number 3 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I do like Chris Godwin. Apparently just got back for his first practice today. So Brady's receiving core.
You got him in fantasy too?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Brady seems, like you said, he wouldn't come back if he didn't think that there was a sliver of a chance that they could deep playoff run, hopefully go to the Super Bowl and get him his 8th ring, 7th ring?
7.
However many rings he has. His hands are got to be heavy. Those things are huge, and it's ridiculous.
I also have Tampa.
How much of a chance do you give them to Tom Brady's goes down Week 3? Less than 10%? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Trash. Kyle Trask, ready?
Probably not.
I need to see more out of
Leonard Fournette.
First and
second down.
He doesn't mean pounds. Right now.
Yeah.
He slowed down a little bit. I think he actually does better with a few more.
He came in at 240.
Oh, did he? Oh, wow.
Probably jumped a couple of minutes.
220 is probably a good spot for him.
At 3, I have New Orleans Saints. Get this number now because they're plus 2,000. Jameis Winston just had that foot issue. Apparently not as bad as they thought it was going to be. They're going to call Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo will be a New Orleans Saint by the end of the preseason. You can take my word on it. Chris Olave is going to draw a lot of attention away from Michael Thomas. That's going to allow Michael Thomas to do Michael Thomas things. I think I'm with Keyshawn Johnson. Keyshawn took the airwaves today and said Michael Thomas is going to be fine. And I agree with that. I expect him to have a very good season, even if James Winston ends up being that quarterback.
Okay. I would like to see Jameis do well. And get a little respect.
And some crap. Damn, what do you got for
number 2 is the recently decided to make him study for 4 hours a day Arizona Cardinals and Kyler Murray. For some reason, I'm not out on the Arizona Cardinals. They returned quite a bit of their roster from last year. D-Hop is always, and I mean always, going to be an offensive weapon. You can double team him. Ridiculous. He's always going to get the ball. And I think Kyler Murray, after the little kind of embarrassing saga that they had of making him kind of get that 4-hour-a-day study kind of quotient in his contract, I think he's going to have a fire underneath him to say, hey, it's time for me to really show people that I'm actually a good football player.
What do you got, number 2?
I have your
San Francisco 49ers.
There's a lot of volatility there.
Trey Lance get you to at least.
Trey Lance will ball. Everybody else around him can fight. And that's why I don't have San Francisco on my list. I mean, it has looked bad out of camp. I mean, maybe Kyle Shanahan can find a way to make it work. But I mean, it just looks like dying ducks. And there's been a lot of talk about Brandon Ayuk having a great preseason and doing things right in camp. But man, I hope he doesn't plan on running over 9 yards.
I don't think Shanahan wants to throw the ball like that, though.
Perfect. Are we going to see Baltimore West? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Man, I think Lamar Jackson is even 10 times the passer that Trey Lance looks like at this point.
Okay.
My number 2 is where I have the Dallas Cowboys at. I'm with Dan here. I think it's only a matter of time. I mean, if they make it to a Super Bowl, it's going to be in spite of Mike McCarthy. But it wouldn't be past Jerry Jones to have Mike McCarthy get them to the Super Bowl and then fire him the next year and hire Sean Payton. It could happen. But it just feels like Dak is due. I mean, he's outperforming what everybody expects him to every single year. That window is closing on him and Zeke, and it feels like it's either this year for Zeke Elliott or he might be in a different uniform next season. That might inspire him a little bit. I expect Dallas to have actually a breakout season this year. That's my pick to win the NFC East.
Jeez.
Dan, what do you got for number 1?
Surprise, surprise. It's the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. It's Matt LaFleur. I can't really be mad at you for that.
And it's my heart. I mean, usually you're not supposed to go with that when you're betting on stuff, but I just feel like after, going into the desert or whatever and taking ayahuasca for the last 2 years, I feel like Aaron Rodgers has to, now that he's going on podcasts, it seems every other day.
Yeah, shouldn't he be in practice, man? Positive. Hey, Aaron, if you want to come on, let us know. 402-951-1620. Aaron Rodgers, not you.
You bored here?
Yeah. Clearly.
Visiting with the machine elves.
Literally talking to Big Cat.
Drinking Kool-Aid.
Aaron Rodgers hater.
Cactus Kool-Aid.
What do you got for who's you judge Dan for his number 1? Who do you got?
I have
the LA Rams at plus 500.
Even given the question marks, yes.
So hard. And I think Arizona gets better this year. But San Francisco and Seattle take a step back. Seattle a major step back.
I have to see health out of Arizona before I'm buying all the way in. There seems to be always 1 or 2 key injuries
that happen week 8, and they go on 5 games. And I would love to put Arizona on my list. I got to see health.
And that's why I have number 1. And it's exactly what you just said. This team has not been healthy at the end of the season. With that being said, DeAndre Hopkins is going to be suspended for at least a handful of games this season, you think. Right now, I believe it's at 10. I don't expect it to be any more than 4 for supposedly PEDs. I expect him to be healthy at the end of the year because of that. I know there's people right now that want him out there for the first couple weeks of the season. I expect him to be healthy at the end of the year, and I don't know if you can put a value on that.
You think he was like, you know what? I'm not going to be 100%
at week 1 anyway.
Let me
give me the juice.
You know what I mean? And let me get.
Might help him recover too. I mean, that's
and I'll take
what steroids are supposed to be. Yeah. I mean, maybe there's something to that. I think that's a lot of the reason that when guys do get popped, it is for that reason, not for the performance enhancing advantage. But I think the NFC West becomes the most interesting race in football this year because of the Trey Lance narrative. Because, listen, Arizona Cardinals were the last undefeated team left in the league last year. They got injured and they kind of fell apart at the season. Say what you want about those last couple of plays because of Kyler. His finger was hanging on by a piece of bubble gum and scotch tape. So I really expect there to be a dramatic improvement for the Cardinals, who were still a pretty good team a year ago. That was our top 5. If you missed it, check it out at SoundCloud.com/afterhours. 1620 was brought to you by our friends at Genesec Florist and Greenhouse. If you forgot your anniversary, if me telling you that reminded you that's tomorrow, don't worry about it. Genesec Florist and Greenhouse has you covered. Head over to omaha-florist.com tonight. Use promo code 1620. They're not only going to bail you out of the doghouse with the missus, they're going to give you $20 off your order, and you can use it as many times as you like. If it's your mother-in-law's birthday, your in-laws' anniversary. Hey, if your in-laws are just watching your kid this weekend so you can have one, you can buy them flowers at omaha-florist.com. Use promo code 1620. They're going to take $20 off that order. Tell them After Hours sent you. We'll be right back. Hanging out in Dan's Man Cave here on 1620 The Zone. Hey, everyone. It's Jimmy Allen for our friends out here at Caddy Shack Bar and Grill. We're live on 181st and Harrison. It is pretty close to a packed house. There are a couple tables still available. Thank you very much to everybody that is out here with us. But come celebrate with us. We're not here for a Wing Wednesday tonight. Come out on a Tuesday. Listen to After Hours. Hang out at Caddy Shack Bar and Grill. 2 great locations, 117th and Harrison, and we're live at 117th and Blondo and 181st and Harrison tonight. Caddy Shack Bar and Grill, the official watering hole of After Hours on 1620 The Zone.
When you think Caddyshack, you think about an unforgettable dining experience. Stop in Monday and get an $11.99 basket of ribs. Tuesdays are all about the New York strips. Celebrate a Wing Wednesday with After Hours, or grab some prime rib and a baked potato for just $11.99 on Fridays. Or catch some live football on Sundays. Stop in and grab any burger and domestic draft beer or soda for just $11.99. Caddyshack has 2 great locations, off 117th and Blondo and 180th and Harrison. Caddyshack, the official watering hole of After Hours on 1620 The Zone.
When you get a new roof, especially if you have storm damage, the last thing you want to hear from your roofing company is that it's going to be weeks or even months before they can get to it because of supply issues. This is Darren Armstrong with Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Supply issues are no issue at Shamrock. As one of the largest roofing companies in America, we stocked up early and we stocked up big. That means our warehouse has everything we need to do your job now. And because we stocked up before the supply crunch, we paid a lot less than anyone looking for roofing supplies now and can share those savings with you. No one in Omaha can install a better roof at a better price with a better warranty than Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Let our local family serve your family. Shamrock Roofing and Construction. 402-281-1780. That's 402-281-1780. Or online at shamrockroofer.com.
With gas
Are you just waving at everybody
over
tonight?
$4 a gallon, high wage costs, and an annual inflation rate of 9%, now more than ever, it's critical for small businesses to save on health insurance. Hi, I'm Mark Schlange, owner of Marketplace, Nebraska, and I can help. Stop wasting money on health insurance. I recently helped a small business save over $60,000 in premiums. If you own a small business and are struggling with inflation, let's talk to save money. Visit marketplacenebraska.com. That's marketplacenebraska.com.
Cabinet Design Studios, the Metro's premier
like 4
cabinet
people didn't
shop
show up,
for your
50
dream
people
kitchen. Designers are on site to assist you with your complete kitchen remodel. Visit our showroom to select your cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures, and design your dream kitchen. Cabinet Design Studio is located at 146th and Industrial Road in Omaha. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information, or call now to set up an appointment with a talented designer at 531-301-9550.
The Salvation Army Summer Fan Program is happening now. Summer's here and temperatures are on the rise. If you or someone you know could use a boxed fan to help keep cool this season, we can assist. Just call 402-898-7700. That's 402-898-7700. Restrictions apply. For more information on the Summer Fan Program, log on to salarmyomaha.org, or again, call that number, 402-898-7700. The Salvation Army, doing the most good right here in the Metro.
At Iowa Western, your passion can quickly become your career. With more than 80 programs of study, we can put you on the right path to a rewarding career in just 2 years or less. Our caring admissions advisors and expert faculty are accessible and ready to help you find yourself and your career. Come explore your interests, your passion. Now is the time to be you at IW. Call 325-3277 today or log on at iwcc.edu.
Malarkey shingles are durable, high performance, impact resistant.
What are you doing?
Carp's Complete Home Exteriors is a certified Malarkey shingle residential contractor. For a free estimate, call Carp's Complete Exteriors or visit carpsomaha.com.
Sure, it's hot outside now, but fall is just around the corner, and so is fall ball at the Strike Zone. Players of all ages are signing up for elite level training right now, so don't miss the chance for the player in your life to get some extra work on the diamond this fall. You can sign up an individual player or partial or full teams right now at 402-398-1238, or check out StrikeZoneOmaha.com to find out why, if you train at the Strike Zone, you can compete anywhere.
Now back to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
7:18 on a Tuesday night where Rob loves doing karaoke out at Caddy Shack Bar and Grill. We're still out on 181st and Harrison. Come out and say hi. I see Trent from Precision Turf Omaha. Have him hook you up with a great looking lawn like we have. Trent, I need a t-shirt, man. You gotta give me a shirt. I need a Precision Turf Omaha shirt. Come out and say hi. This hour is brought to you by Iowa Western Community College. Registration for fall classes still open till Monday. Stop by iwcc.edu and register to be a Reaver tonight. It is the portion in the night where we enter a dark place. It's the mind of Dan Campion. Dan, good evening, sir. What do you got on your mind?
Good evening. All right. So, fun old man news that old men and people who play golf care about.
I thought we were talking about our lawns. We were talking about lawns.
No country for old men.
Well, you got to mow it and then you got to fertilize it.
I totally forgot that we were live on the stream and I'm making faces at my daughter. That was probably great for Twitter.
Let them know you're human.
Good dad.
Everyone cares. All right.
Am I a good dad? My daughter's at a bar at 7:19 on a Tuesday night.
Could be midnight.
Should be.
Eating.
That's true. That's true. All right, Dan. Sorry. Old men. What do old men like?
All right. So, old man tweet today. It has been rumored that Cam Smith, you may have known him as the man who just won the British Open, has signed with Live Golf. Can we get a collective?
Both collectively signed.
Brother.
Yeah. I think this is going to be good for golf when they actually get out on the course. But we're just at the point where we're just picking and choosing guys for each respective tour for the sake of doing it. Just get out on the golf course already.
Yeah, it seems like at this point.
I cared 2 months ago, but none of those guys have played since then. So now it's just like, okay, why did I care for it?
Is this a hostile takeover?
PGA make somebody that's on the split tour
board very set.
I don't know if hostile takeover is the way to describe it.
Well, that would be
fancy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think somebody in Saudi Arabia just got bored. They're like, hey, let's try golf out.
Let's take the
PGA
out.
Doesn't that seem like the most random sport for them to care about in Saudi Arabia? I know there's golf courses there and all that, but like,
But it is elitist.
do they really care about American golf in Saudi Arabia? Like that's been the weirdest thing to me.
They do the elitist
sports.
Yes,
auto racing.
That's a good point.
F1, Grand
Prix, all that good stuff.
Shout out to Nick
and
Graham.
golf. I don't know if this is necessary. Is it necessary? That's what I'm asking.
Now,
Well, interestingly enough, to Rob's kind of point, it is elitist, and there have been some rumors floating around just within like the Twitter sphere and whatnot that quite possibly the real problem that they're having right now, just in general, is that the PGA allegedly pulled a couple tour events from Saudi Arabia that were going to come like in like 2024 or something like that. And they were like, all right.
Maybe don't hack up newspaper writers out on your Capitol Hill, and that won't happen.
Yeah, right in the middle of public where there's security camera footage of it.
Just a thought.
But yeah.
If I disappear tomorrow, you know what happens.
Be careful. Keep your find my phone on.
There you go.
Find my head at that point. Find my body. Just joking, folks.
So the new lawsuit, is this being filed against the PGA by individual players on the LIV Tour?
The new individual tours who are now financially backed by the LIV Tour. Yes.
It just seems like, okay, so you signed on the dotted line.
You joined the LIV Tour.
You accepted their payment.
You wanted your cake, and now you want to eat it too.
Why are there court proceedings needed?
So the
We must bury them.
individual golfers who are now on the LIV Tour have been told that they're not allowed to play in the FedEx Cup playoff this year. Keep in mind, all of the players.
You were told this could happen when you signed, though.
Exactly.
That's
and
what I
all
don't
the players
understand.
who are on the LIV Tour are all like still eligible to be in the FedEx Cup playoff, but they don't. They severed their ties with the PGA.
This would be like going to McDonald's and being mad that they don't have the Whopper on the menu.
Or the McRib.
That's understandable.
Seasonal.
I don't get what they're trying to. I mean, unless the ultimate goal is let's just get rid of the PGA Tour as a whole and make sure that we're the only game in town. Which, I mean, weirder things happen. I don't get the end game at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? Just okay. Join the new tournament or the tournament. Join the new league. What? Why? Okay. If the LIV league does not pan out longer than 3 years for whatever reason, right? Whether it's TV interest, they can't get a contract signed for TV deal, media deal, or if it's just a flat out,
next the Saudis come for NBC.
Don't give no ideas. But you know what I mean? What if the LIV league goes under? And then now you're a free agent. Where you go?
And you earn all the riches.
On the way out.
Bad luck. What else you got for us, Dan?
All right. So there is a growing Twitter campaign right now that is #empty Old Trafford. This is for all my footy fans out there. People who enjoy Manchester United football are kind of in the same vein as the Pirates fans right now, where they're saying, sell the team.
I hang out with Knicks fans as well.
They probably do. And I just love when they have these campaigns, especially for these massive English football stadiums. And I just called it football. Soccer stadium. We're in America. But it is. I think it's something like 100,000 seats, maybe.
Easily. But, no, it's easily 100 plus.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
And it just makes me laugh because it's like you're going to convince 100,000 people who probably most likely paid good money for season tickets to Manchester United just not to show up at all.
It's impossible.
Have them sign the petition on the way into the stadium. I know you got to take. I'm gonna get out of the way and let you defend the boys.
Just and more and more the Super League idea sounds even. And I know aficionados and longtime fans and followers of the English Premier League do not like that idea. Just fans.
That's because they're the Super League right now.
They are, but this model of including the small. We're talking small markets here. We're talking level. We're talking soccer. Small market is a couple of
$100,000 for the entire team budget. Top to bottom type stuff.
But something's got to happen. I know we're talking about sell the team. The Ronaldo thing has not worked out as well as everybody thought it would.
Weird, the aging star getting paid a bunch of money didn't work out. That's incredible. That never happens in sports.
When I watch games, it just seemed like the talent around him didn't know how to adjust to his style of play. Everybody's just standing around watching.
Winning?
Well,
it is what it is.
They'll not sell the team, of course, because it's or they might. Let me tell you something. Manchester United sells. It will be potentially the largest sale
in professional sports today.
It'd be like Jerry Jones selling the Cowboys.
Yes, it would.
Hey, that was Dan's Man Cave. If you missed it, check it out at SoundCloud.com/AfterHours1620. It was brought to you by Jeff's Body Shop. If you left your car out in the garage this spring and it got hailed on, you're still driving around with dents, what are you doing? Stop by 15 South 20th Street over in Council Bluffs. Tell the guys at Jeff's After Hours Center they're going to help you meet your deductible. They're also going to take $100 off your services at Jeff's Body Shop today. It's over at 15 South 20th Street over in Council Bluffs. Stop by Jeff's and the guys. We'll be right back. 7:30, picking winners of quarterback battles in the NFL here on 1620 Zone.
Hey everyone, Rob Love here. The number one roofer in Omaha, 11 straight years. Come take care of your roofing, siding, or gutter project. Give Premier Roofing a call at 402-502-9300 or check out PerimeterRoof.com to book a free estimate today.
Cabinet Design Studios, Metro's premier cabinet shop for your dream kitchen. Designers are on site to assist you with your complete kitchen remodel. Visit our showroom to select your cabinets, countertops, tile, plumbing, and lighting fixtures, and design your dream kitchen. Cabinet Design Studio is located at 146th and Industrial Road in Omaha. Visit cabinetsomaha.com for more information or call now to set up an appointment with a talented designer at 531-301-9550.
Brent Rasmussen of Mortgage Specialists.
With interest rates creeping up, the real estate market has very much slowed down, except for the people that were still planning on upgrading homes because of life changes. One thing we want to share with people is that even though they buy a house now at a higher rate, we anticipate next year rates to be dropping. So the biggest point is, hey, let's buy your house now. If you're going to be wanting to upgrade in the next 2 or 3 years, at least you have your house and can refinance down the road. A lot of people think waiting it out is going to help, but values continue to keep rising, so really that waiting doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. Plus, if we come back down again, the market will get busier just like we saw, and you're competing against many different people, meaning multiple offers on a house, and so you might not get that home in the more crazy market. The market is getting back to be a little bit more normal, which is a good thing for all buyers and sellers.
Click mtg-specialists.com.
That's true.
NMLS number 5918, Equal Housing Lender.
Did you forget your wife's birthday? Did this commercial remind you that it's tomorrow? No problem. Genesec Florist and Greenhouse has you covered. Head over to omaha-florist.com and use promo code 1620. Not only will Genesec Florist and Greenhouse make sure your order is there and make the
how much time we got?
Forgot, but you can also use that promo code on your next order. Anniversaries, birthdays, Genesec.
there?
Genesec Florist and Greenhouse. Bailing out men since 1913.
How much time we got?
Let me get you up to speed on the service that you need.
Katie was recently told by a competitor that her transmission would be replaced. She thought the cost seemed a little too high, so she called us. We towed it from that shop and verified the transmission was in fact bad. We did the job and saved her over $1,500. Sometimes a second opinion can save you a lot of money. Don't overpay. Call Omaha Transmission.
We all have that family member who doesn't check the weather and their car gets dinged up by hail. Or they turn left on Dodge and bam, their car's in the shop. Well, stop over at 20th and Broadway next to Tobacco Hut in Council Bluffs at Jeff's Body Shop and mention you heard about them on After Hours. They'll take $100 off your visit, help meet your deductible, and get you back on the road tonight. Jeff's Body Shop, 20th and Broadway in Council Bluffs. Call to set up an appointment at 712-256-0552.
When you're a kid and it feels like no one is in your corner, it's a pretty tough place to be. Let's not forget the spikes in depression and anxiety from the pandemic. That's where Teammates can help. When kids have mentors through Teammates, they're more likely to feel engaged in school and more hopeful for the future. Just by simply being there, mentors can make students feel confident in their own skin, even when everything else seems to go wrong. Become a mentor and be there for a student by going to teammates.org. A message from JTech Construction, proud supporter of Teammates.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just preventative action ahead of the seasonal storms? Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof. Find out more at pyramidroof.com or call 402-502-9300.
So I sucked all the other time? Oh. Because we got the best guy out here setting it up.
Your passion can quickly become your career with more than 80 programs of study.
As opposed to the other times, they sound like crap.
A rewarding career in just
internet
or less.
Yeah, it's because the internet here is better than the other place.
Are accessible and ready to help you find
the
your
producer
job
knows what he's
and
doing.
your career. Come explore your interests, your passion. Now is the time to be you at IW. Call 325-3277 today or log on at iwcc.edu.
Now back to
Better late than never, I guess.
3 hours on 1620 The Zone.
How you doing?
Hey, everybody, welcome back inside the After Hours Lounge, 7:32 on a Wednesday night. I don't know how much that came across the air, but whatever. We're saying hi to people. People are coming out to see us live at Caddy Shack Bar Grill. Shout out to Cody. He's coming out. Their table's opening up. People stayed for the first hour, taking off. If you're still planning on coming out, we are going to be here until 8 o'clock tonight. Stop out at 181st and Harrison. We are live. This hour is brought to you by Iowa Western Community College. Registration for fall classes is open. Thinking about what to do with your future, you have till Monday to register for fall classes. Head over to iwcc.edu and register today. Thank you very much to the staff at Caddy Shack Bar and Grill tonight. The service has been second to none tonight. We are going to start making this a monthly thing. We will be at this location, and we will be at the 117th and Blondo location. Follow us on Twitter at After Hours 1620 to find out which location we are going to be at monthly. Speaking of a month from now, it will be football season. There will be quarterbacks taking snaps. We're going to tell you our thoughts on who that's going to be in the quote-unquote quarterback battles going on in the NFL. I'm going to give you a list. I'm going to give you the team, and I'm going to give you the three guys in those battles, and I want you to give me your answer, Rob. Yeah. Something Mary Kill. We can do
Trade him.
Dan, if you want to weigh any kid too. So let's start Pittsburgh. Let's start Pittsburgh. You got a guy in Mitch Trubisky who is, I guess, the seasoned veteran, if we're going to call him that, because obviously his time in Chicago. But you also got the interesting Mason Rudolph who chooses to get in fights with scary individuals, wave his helmet at people. Yeah. And then you got Kenny Pickett, the first-round draft pick, the hometown kid from Pitt, who came in supposedly undersized and has been surprising a lot of people in Steelers camp. Rob, let me start with you. Who do you got coming out of that trio as the starter week one?
My guy Mitch.
There was an M in there, folks.
Trubisky. He's got the seasoning.
He's been to the postseason 2 years out of his own. Well, with the Bills, he got to the postseason. I mean, he was a starter, but
he held a clipboard last year. Yes,
he was there. He saw what it looked like. I don't know.
We know what he's Rudolph is.
Yeah, and not in a good way.
No,
it's not playing defense.
I will say I am
very intrigued in Kenny Pickett.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess that he's probably a better passer than Mitch, and a little bit more
Heisman Trophy finalist.
A little bit more mobile than Mason. He would be a good change of pace if needed.
Dan, who do you got out of that group of three guys starting week one for the Steelers?
I am just going to guess that it's most likely going to be Mason Rudolph, just solely based on the fact that
he's been there longer.
Yeah. Under Mike Tomlin, he's been a proven product. He hopefully at this point knows the offense. And I think Mitch Trubisky is going to be your number 2, and Kenny Pickett is going to be your number 3. I don't think you trust Kenny Pickett enough yet to give him true playing time.
We have 3 completely different answers.
Wow.
I think Kenny Pickett wins this job. I think Kenny Pickett wins this job. I think people underestimate his mobility, and the Steelers are trying to figure out a lot of things in that run game as well. And I think he gives you a dynamic that those other 2 guys don't have. And I'm going to go on a limb here. I think he's more accurate than both those guys also. I think Kenny Pickett wins this job by the end of the preseason.
I will agree with you on accuracy.
Mobility,
he's just going to slide.
So that'll get him an extra.
It leads to a touchdown. Just tackle him.
Hey, man, try to trip somebody from the sideline. So.
Still the most gangster move. pro football coaches ever wrote.
It was.
But yeah,
that's my thoughts.
We'll move on. Obviously, 3 different answers. We'll see. There's a good chance we might do that again in this situation because we're going to go south. We're going to go down to Carolina for a second. Your choices are Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, or Matt Corral. Dan Campion, what do you say?
Oh, see, this is the one that when you sent this out and you gave us the list, this is the only one that like truly perplexed me. And just out of my gut, I'm going to say Matt Corral. If Baker Mayfield doesn't prove himself in training camp, I'm going to say Matt Corral.
Big night for the rookies on After Hours.
For the boom on this one, ain't we?
What do you got for Carolina?
Yes.
I saw
this morning
between Baker and Sam Darnold. Baker is making throws right now. But to Dan's point, it would not surprise me if
this is week 1. We're talking week 1.
Week 1. It would not surprise me if they just said, you know what? It's not like Baker is. It's not like Baker or Sam has really any serious cachet. Throw the kid out there. Let's see what we get.
There is 0% chance that anybody other than Baker Mayfield gets this start, and here's why.
Okay.
They're paying the Browns $10 million a year for his salary. Now we're talking week 1.
Yeah.
You got to get your money's worth for at least a couple weeks. I've been on record by week 10 that I'm with Dan. This is Matt Corral's job at that point.
All right.
But week 1, if it's not Baker Mayfield, I need to talk to Carolina's accountant and figure out exactly what they were trying to accomplish.
More about Christian McCaffrey
anyway.
I mean, I know we're talking quarterbacks,
but
that offense goes.
Hey, if it gets bad enough, just like Christian McCaffrey can take the snap.
That's true.
But even with Christian, and he's starting to look his age.
A little bit.
He's 26. That's 49.
A lot of mileage, though. Yeah.
I agree.
A lot of carries.
Let's head out to the Pacific Northwest and take a look at the Seattle Seahawks. Your choices are Geno Smith, B. Drew Lock, or in Rob Love's case here, I went with other as well.
Anyone else?
You can give me a free agent move. I will accept that as an answer. Dan Campion, who you got?
Is Pete allowed to put on shoulder pads and coach at the same time?
I think Pete is like
chew gum.
I think Pete might be a little too brittle for that these days.
Then I guess I have to go with Drew Lock just for the sheer fun of hoping that Drew Lock is the Seahawks starting quarterback. That would just make me so happy because he was so cocky with the Denver Broncos.
You've got Drew Lock and Noah Fant still there, or together there now.
I really like the Drew Lock pick. He showed moments of I know what I'm doing.
He played football.
He did a little bit.
That's about as far as I'm willing to go with that statement.
You had some choice words out there. College State, he played it.
He definitely took snaps in Denver.
Better passer, Geno or
Geno Smith.
Really? Better deep ball, I'll agree with you.
Yeah, and I think that's what you're going to need when you have a guy like DK Metcalf and Noah Fant. I mean, you didn't make that addition to throw 5-yard out routes.
That's a good point.
I know you're set on Jimmy Garoppolo ending up in Seattle. I know that's where you're at. I still think he ends up in New Orleans, but something tells me that they make a move for somebody. I don't think it's going to be Jimmy Garoppolo because I don't think any way San Francisco lets that happen. But
Sam
Darnold?
Would it surprise you?
No.
I think that's something that could be on the table depending on how that job shakes out in Carolina. So I'm going to go C. I'm going to go with other. Okay. I think Geno Smith is the best option of those two. I don't think either one of them start week 1, even though we're this far in the preseason already. Dan, we're going to go to our last team, and it's the Atlanta Falcons. I'm sorry, no, we have 2 left. We'll go to Atlanta for a second. Your choices are Marcus Mariota, Desmond Ridder, or Florida's own Felipe Franks.
Forgot about Felipe.
I was going to say, I appreciate you including Felipe Franks on the list. That's actually kind-hearted of you.
He's the tallest of the 3.
He started out at Miami.
No, he started at Florida and ended up in Louisiana Tech.
Okay,
yeah. You're right. I knew he transferred somewhere.
Also confusing. But in this case, I'm going to go with Marcus Mariota. I just think, again, proven product. At least has played some high-level football at some point in time with the Tennessee Titans. So I think he gets the start in week 1, and maybe only in week 1, depending upon how he does.
Yeah.
Sorry, he went from Florida to Arkansas.
Florida, Arkansas.
Excuse me, I'm saying correct.
If Mariota does not win this job, he doesn't belong in the NFL.
I 100% agree with that statement. I have Marcus Mariota as well. I don't think Desmond Ridder is anywhere near ready for this job. With that being said, even if he is, with as bad as this roster is right now, are you really trekking him out there to basically be thrown to the wolves?
Mariota?
No, Desmond Ridder.
Oh, Ridder. No.
You went and got Marcus Mariota so he can take the lumps and run from defenders this year because you're going to be doing it all season. Oh, by the way, you can't name 3 people in the wide receiver room in Atlanta right now.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley's probably going to be sitting down.
He's not there
at all. Really?
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
Is he in Vegas? He's what?
He got busted for
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry, he's suspended. Yeah, that's right. Excuse me. Yeah, I apologize. Yeah.
You know, at some point,
on that note, just really quickly, for the record, I can't believe I forgot this because it's been a long day, folks. I've been up since 4 a.m. He got busted for gambling on the Falcons to win. So not only did he get busted gambling, he lost his money, and now he lost his job. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, oh my gosh, that's comedy right there.
You can't make this stuff up.
It's funny.
You know, I think Atlanta is one of those teams. They're looking like a Houston Texans esque.
You like how I thought he went to the Raiders because I knew it had something to do with Vegas. See, that's how my mind works.
Connect the dots.
But I can see Atlanta with Mariota sneaking in a couple wins that they are
supposed to win.
Especially
if Kyle Pitts just has like 200 random yards in a game and 4 touchdowns. Okay,
could it happen?
Not with Marcus Mariota throwing the football.
It'd be a lot of motion. There'd be a lot of play action.
Obviously,
do they have a running game?
He's going to need one.
I don't know.
I mean, if Cordell Patterson has the year he did a year ago, maybe. But, I mean, is that really who you want to trust at running back right now? I mean, he had a pretty decent year ago. He was a great fantasy pickup.
He was a nice fantasy guy.
We'll stop at our last stop, and it's the New York Jets. Or, sorry, the New York Giants. I apologize. Daniel Jones, Tyrod Taylor, or again, C for oven.
Go ahead.
All right. So, in a perfect world, Daniel Jones just doesn't exist. He is a figment upon the New York Giants fans' imagination.
He might be the only person having a worse offseason than your guy in Chicago and Justin Fields. Daniel Jones had a rough couple of weeks on the old highlight film.
Getting booed completely at practice right now. So that
I boo him every day, and I'm not even there.
I also personally just every time Tyrod Taylor has a good situation where he can win, he breaks a rib. He gets his lung punctured. He rolls.
I still can't believe that's a real sentence.
I literally think that he walks under a ladder, smashes a mirror, and pets a black cat every single day before the football season.
This is why, with all the hype going on with Justin Herbert and everything going on for the Chargers organization, I don't buy into. They literally puncture their starting quarterback's lung. I have zero faith in that organization. Who do you got? Who do you got in that starting role?
This one is intriguing to me. Could Danny Dimes still be moved before the beginning of the season? He was up
now.
in trade talks.
I think by this time, you knew Baker was leaving because it was on the table. You knew Jimmy Garoppolo was leaving because it was on the table. Right. I think if that was even an option, it's something that would have been addressed. And again, going back to Justin Fields, what's the trade?
Takers, yeah.
If anybody needs a quarterback right now, they're going to go eat it for Jimmy Garoppolo. They're going to eat that salary because if you're willing to make the move because you think you could win, that's the guy you're going to go get.
Right.
You're not getting Daniel Jones to win football. You're getting him to fill
unless you're looking to tank.
What is Miami doing at quarterback this year?
Hey, Speaking of which,
So Daniel Jones. So you still think Teddy Bridgewater's in that conversation? It's Tua's job to lose at this point. Talk to me. Talk to me after this year.
Yeah, I agree.
But no, I think Tyrod is going to pull a and just outplay
dimes and preseason workout.
Might not even need to do all that. Just show up.
Saquon, you're he's got to win. I know he wasn't the ideal pick for Giants fans 3 years ago, but he is one of the better running backs.
Yeah,
he is one of the better running backs
in the league when healthy.
So find a way to make that work for you. Don't put all the pressure on your quarterback. How about that?
He's got to stay on the field for that to happen first. That's a big hit. I'm going to go with Tyrod Taylor as well. I think he ends up finding a way to win that job in the preseason. Hey, if you missed that segment, check it out, SoundCloud.com/AfterHours1620. It was brought to you by our friends at the Strike Zone Omaha. It is hot outside today, but fall is just around the corner. And so is fall ball at the Strike Zone. They have divisions for all ages. You can either register as an individual, partial team, or even a complete team and get elite level training from the Strike Zone Omaha. Register today at 402-398-1238. Check out more details at StrikeZoneOmaha.com. Dan Campen and Rob Love and I win you some money to close out the show. We come back here on 1620.
Right price, your evening will be nice and you can go and send me on my way. I said you're such a sweet young thing.
Believe right there.
At Iowa Western, your passion can quickly become your career. With more than 80 programs of study, we can put you on the right path to a rewarding career in just 2 years or less. Our caring admissions advisors and expert faculty are accessible and ready to help you find yourself in your career. Come explore your interests, your passion. Now is the time to be you at IW. Call 325-3277 today or log on to IWCC.com.
I've been doing it all week and this all week, the last 2 days.
Durability, hail and chip resistance, and beauty. You want James Hardy fiber siding. Carp's complete.
Well, the thing was, not only am I having to do it, but I had to find co-hosts for myself all week. I don't know
today, or visit carpsomaha.com.
Cards issued by Celtic Bank.
how much time we got?
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives.
We're not on tomorrow night.
Points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's credit cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.3% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/sports. ramp.com/sports. ramp.com/sports.
So I'm making money with that.
Has wind or hail taken its toll on your roof or siding? Or would you just want to take some
You
preventative
guys having a
action
kid?
ahead of the seasonal storms?
How did I not know that?
Go with local. Go with trusted. Go with Pyramid Roofing. Give Pyramid Roofing a call today and have Omaha's best roofer for the last 11 years come out and make sure there are no leaks or long-term lingering issues with your roof.
We were going to.
More at pyramidroof.com.
And she got
Call
pregnant.
402-502-9300.
We're actually getting married at the zoo.
No one in Omaha can install a better roof at a better price with
Get out
a
of the
better
way.
warranty than Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Let our local family serve your family. Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Call today or visit us online at shamrockroofer.com.
Did you forget your wife's birthday? Did this commercial remind you that it's tomorrow? No problem. Genesec Florist and Greenhouse has you covered. Head over to omaha-florist.com and use promo code 1620. Not only will Genesec Florist and Greenhouse make sure your order is there and make the missus believe you never forgot, but you can also use that promo code on your next order. Anniversaries, birthdays, Genesec has you covered. Genesec Florist and Greenhouse. Mailing out men win since 1913.
1620 The Zone. Live and local,
$200
broadcasting
a week.
6A to 6P in the Host Coffee Zone studio. Host Coffee, offering office break room refreshment services to Omaha and Lincoln metro area businesses. Discover a better break room solution for your office at sales@hostcoffee.net.
It's football season. Do you really want to spend your weekend doing the honey-do list? Grab a seat on the couch and call Ace Handyman Services at 402-702-7274. Let Ace Handyman Services come out, patch that drywall, mount that TV, and fix the fence so you don't have to chase Fido down the street while your team's QB is diving for a touchdown. Ace Handyman Services, 402-702-7274. Now serving Omaha and Lincoln.
We all have that family member who doesn't check the weather and their car gets dinged up by hail, or they turn left on Dodge and bam, their car is in the shop. Well, stop over at 20th and Broadway next to Tobacco Hut in Council Bluffs at Jeff's Body Shop and mention you heard about them on After Hours. They'll take $100 off your visit, help meet your deductible, and get you back on the road tonight. Jeff's Body Shop, 20th and Broadway in Council Bluffs. Call to set up an appointment at 712-256-0552.
Now back to After Hours with Jimmy Allen on 1620 The Zone.
All right, Rob, we got to get through this pretty quick.
I got you.
This is the After Hours Lounge, and it's brought to you by Iowa Western Community College. Registration for fall classes is still open. Head over to iwcc.edu and register for classes by Monday. You can get into fall classes over at Iowa Western. Become a revert tonight. Dan, you went 1-2 on Monday night. Rob, you went 2-1. I went 1-2. We're going to try to do better tonight. Rob, give us your 3 picks for tonight.
Give me the Pirates as an underdog in Arizona tonight. Give me the Padres at home as a home favorite. And, of course, give me the Dodgers at home.
The Angels and the A's could probably play 9 games and not score 6 runs total. I'll take the under in that game as well. Give me the under in the Padres-Giants game also. I think you get about 3 to 4 runs in that. The over-under is 7. And I'll take the money line and the over on the Yankees tonight of 7 runs. That was the After Hours Lounge. If you missed any of it, we are still out here at Caddy Shack Bar and Grill. Stop by, grab dinner and drinks tonight. Say hello to Chris Scott. Say hello to Rob Love. Jimmy Allen here as well. If you missed any of the show, check it out at SoundCloud.com/AfterHours1620. You can listen to the entire show at SoundCloud.com/AfterHours1620. That segment was brought to you by Ace Handyman Services. We just gave you some picks. If you want to be able to watch those games tonight, if you want to be able to watch games this weekend, let Ace Handyman come out, fix your deck, fix your fence, hang that TV, fix your drywall. Call them at 402-702-7274. Have Turner and the guys come out. Make sure the honey-do list is taken care of so you can watch your favorite team win a baseball game tonight. Ace Handyman Services, 402-702-7274. For Chris Scott, Dan Camp, and Rob Love, I'm Jimmy Allen. Happy National Rice Pudding Day, everybody.
Football season is right around the corner, and with 2 convenient locations, you're not going to find a better spot to catch the game than Caddy